Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you very easy skill moves that you can use to beat a defender. Now before we try this on real life defenders, we need to be able to practice the movement and make sure we're comfortable in training. So we're going to train with a cone today. The cone's going to be acting as a defender, and then we're going to go with a shot on goal. They're very simple, but that doesn't mean, I'm not trying to say this is some kind of beginner workout. These moves are still used at the top level by high level professionals, so you do need to practice them. So let's go.
So the first move is called the Matthews, or the inside outside. So what we're doing is we're taking two quick touches, one with the inside of the foot almost to the side of our big toe to make the defender think we're going inside, and then quickly we're going to transition to the outside of our foot to the other side of the ball and take it in the opposite direction. So this is a great move for shifting your weight. Make sure you drop that shoulder when you commit him to the inside, and then change direction with speed and make your next move. Very simple move, but very effective. Next up, we've got the touch step over. I'm not sure if there's a different name for it, but I really like this move because it's almost like a progression of the Matthews. So if you've done the Matthews in a game already and the defender is starting to read you, you can pull this one out. Because if you look, I'm taking a touch again with the inside of my right foot and almost making it look like I'm about to take it back outside again, but then I'm stepping over the ball and taking it in the other direction. The key to this move is really dropping that shoulder and getting the knee nice and low when you're doing the step over to really commit him to thinking you're going in that direction, and then switching it to the other foot. Another very simple move. This time we're taking the ball with the outside of our foot and then taking a quick touch with the inside of our foot. It's not an elastico, as you can see there's two separate touches here, but again it's making that defender commit to one side and then taking it away from him again. So we want to use our body, use our shoulder to really mask the move, make him think we're going to the outside and then cutting it back inside. Next up is the elastico, made famous by players like Ronaldinho. So what we're doing here is very similar to the last move we just did, where we took it with the outside of our foot and then took a second touch to the inside. But this time we're trying to keep in contact with the ball through the whole movement. So it's just one touch of the ball. We're pushing it with the outside of our foot almost towards our little toe, keeping contact and then quickly switching it and hooking it with the inside of our foot. So some people call it the snake, but basically you're just trying to keep in contact with the ball at all times. So you're really making that defender come off balance, shifting him to one side and then accelerating away to the opposite side. So this next move is called the roulette. Some people call it the Maradona, others call it the Zidane because they're very famous for using this move. But it's basically just a turn, so you're taking it to one side of the defender and then you want to get it on the other side of them. So you're putting your foot on top of the ball, rolling it back, and then switching feet and rolling it back onto your dominant foot. So this is a great move, it's very smooth. It allows you to get your body between the ball and the defender, make the turn and get it back on your strong foot. Another very simple move, but this one's really effective. I can't tell you how many times I've used this in a game and it's came off and worked. But basically you're shifting it onto your strong foot, acting like you're going to shoot, and then you're cutting it back onto the other side. So a tip for making this really fool the defender is getting that arm up to make him really think that you're going to just crank a shot, and then switching it quickly onto the other side. So getting that arm up is what you put out for balance when you're taking a shot anyway. So if you really reenact this movement, the defender's going to think you're going to shoot 9 times out of 10, and then you can cut it quickly and get away from him. So this one is the double step over, but instead of using both feet, we're just going to use one leg to go twice around the ball. And the purpose of this is because if you've already pulled off a step over in a match, where you step over the ball and take it in the opposite direction, if the defender starts to read it, Then this time when you step over the ball, the defender is going to anticipate you going in the other direction, but instead you take it the same way, and then you've created some space for yourself. So it's 2 quick rotations around the ball and a slight hop on your standing leg to allow yourself to push that ball off again. But this is a great move, and if you want to see it used by a top professional, just Google Gerard Deulofeu and you'll see he pulls this off very nicely. Next is the fake pass. So what we're doing is we're dribbling with the ball, then we're opening up our foot like we're about to pass it, but then we just roll our foot over the ball and cut it back with the outside of our foot. This is another great one, very similar to the fake shot, where the defender thinks you're going to make the pass, so he anticipates it and tries to block it, but instead you roll over and make a quick movement in the opposite direction, and that gives you enough space to either get a pass or a shot off. And last but not least, we've got the chop. Some people call it the Ronaldo chop, but basically what we're doing is similar to the fake shot. We're going to fake like we're about to prank one, getting our arm up to really fool that defender, and then we're going to cut it onto the other side. But instead of cutting it in front of our body, we're cutting it behind our weak foot. So we're taking our strong foot, using the inside and hooking it behind our standing leg. And this is great because it gets your body between the ball and the defender and makes it very hard for him to retrieve the ball. And you'll see a lot of wingers use this because a lot of defenders commit, they come in and slide in, and this gives you a lot more time to get around him. So that's all the moves I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.